Hi, morning. So, Monday morning. Today, we're going to, you are going to be writing the final chapter of The Iron Man. So, on Friday, you heard that the space bat Angel Dragon had landed on Australia and had challenged, well, no, he hadn't challenged, had demanded from the world to be fed. And the world fired all their missiles and everything they could at it, but nothing, and it just tickled this space bat Angel Dragon. And then the Iron Man has come up with a plan to challenge the space bat Angel Dragon, which we will find out next time we read that book. So your challenge today is to write the final chapter of the book, because there's only one chapter left. So you need to think about all the things that you know about the Iron Man and the things that you've learnt about the space bat Angel Dragon. And remember, missiles and bombs and things like that don't work on the space bat Angel Dragon. And you've got to decide how you think the Iron Man can beat the space bat Angel Dragon or make him listen. Well, it's up to you what you do, because you're going to write the final chapter. So I think the first thing you need to do is maybe write some notes or some words down that you think will help you, that you might want to add into your story. And you need to think, so at the end of the chapter, the Iron Man has asked Hogarth for a few things, and he's gone off to Australia, hasn't he? In a boat, I think. So that's where you need to pick up the story when the Iron Man arrives in Australia. So what's he going to do? How does he get there? What does he do when he gets there? How does the space bat Angel Dragon react? It really is, the world's your oyster. You can do what you like with the story. You can. Well, I'm not gonna give you any ideas. You mustn't read the last chapter until you've written your own last chapter, and we'll see who has got the most inventive story. And I'm very much looking forward to reading your story. So maybe write some notes, write some ideas down about how you think the Iron Man is going to tackle the monster, and how the story will end. Now, it might not end well. It might end with the space bat Angel Dragon eating everybody off the earth and all the jungles and everything, and the people. It might end well. You're the decider on that, so you need to decide what happens. You need to decide. And remember, the Iron Man is tiny compared to this huge dragon that's the size of Australia, whose head is the size of Italy, and whose eyeballs are the size of Switzerland. He's enormous. And the Iron Man, while bigger than we are, he's not really very big at all. He's not even an eyelash. He's like teeny tiny. So how is he going to combat the space bat Angel Dragon? That is your choice. So write some notes, write a plan. So in your head, think about how you're going to do it. Then have in your plan, have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So the beginning will be the Iron Man arriving in Australia. The middle will be what he does, or how he manages to overcome the dragon, if he does. And the end will be the resolution, how everything is resolved. Does the space bat Angel Dragon go away? Does he stay here? Does he, I don't know. You need to decide. And then the ending, it needs to pull all those bits in together and finish. So I hope that all makes sense. Think about it first, write some notes, then write your plan. Make sure it's got a beginning, a middle, and end, and then you can start writing your story or your chapter. When you've finished writing your chapter, remember, read it through. Now, I would leave it. I would write your chapter, leave it for 10 minutes or so, go away, have a cup of tea, a piece of cake or something, come back, read your story through. Read it out loud. Read it to someone at home out loud. And that is when you'll find out if you've missed out any words or anything. It's also when you'll notice if you can add some things. So you need to make sure that you've got some similes and metaphors in there. And lots of descriptive adjectives and adverbs as well. Okay, so it's quite a big task you've got today, but I think it should be quite fun. When you've finished reading it through and you adding everything and amending it and editing it, then you can send it through to me on Showbie. I look forward to seeing it. Okay, be brilliant. And if you've got any questions, I'll see you at the Zoom lesson.